my family roots are from the middle of England, and there was two jobs open to the people there. More than any other jobs was pottery or coal mining. Them were the two main parts in the middle of England, and my dad wanted to go down to the mine rather than go to pottery, because the pottery was paid so much an hour all day long. But if he went in the coal mine and he worked real hard, you could make more money per hour by working hard. And you're kind of like, it was on piecework, and it was, they called it. And you could make more money at piecework than you could working in a pottery. So he elected to go that way. But as far as he was only 6 years of age when his dad died, and his dad had worked in the coal mine, and his dad had got injured in the mine, and his knee problem. Anyway, he got some kind of problem that followed, and they sent him. Must have been blood poison or something in those years, and they sent him up the Cotswold Hills to see if resting up there would cure him. And he only up there for a little while. And he come home and he told his dad, his wife, my grandma, they said, "I've come home to die," and it was only a matter of a few weeks, and he was dead. So he was a mining accident, is what he was, but he died not in the mine itself. He was not in the explosion, but he'd been wounded in the mine. So that's where that story comes from. Now, when it comes to my dad, he stayed at home. There was 10 in the family, and there's 5 girls and 5 boys, and they all had to work. And Dad had to start working at 13 years of age. They tried to get him a job in the mine, and they even put bigger clothes on him and puffed him up, make him look older and stronger so he'd get a job in the mine. But anyway, they took him to the pit, and he was hired, and he used to work as high as 10 hours a day. Most all of it was 10 hours a day, and they take their lunches with them, and they drank water and everything out of the mine, but they used to take their own lunches and that. And what his job was, the coal was mined in one area of the coal mine, and it was taken to the shaft where they had to lift it up, and it took horses to do that. And Dad, at 13 years of age, used to lead these horses and take the full tubs to the pit, and then he'd bring empties back for the miners to fill them. And that was his first job in a coal mine. It was his first job, as far as I know. But anyway, he did that for a while, and he didn't like it because they were working 10 hours a day from November till April. Most all the hours he was in the mine. There was dark. It was sunlight, but when he got out, it was dark, and he never seen the sunlight only on Sundays, except on from November to April. The only time he'd really see the sun was on a Sunday. So it was kind of like slavery for kids, you know. And he said when he got a little bit older and they could drink beer over there, and they were 15, 16 years of age, he said their grandma would give him a few tuppence, is what he called it, the type of money that he was using. And they'd go down on a Saturday night, and he'd say they'd sing at the top of their voices, "Britons will never, never be slaves." He said, "We was damn slaves and didn't know it." So that was his story.